stalks the screen. She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those ultra-brit vibes. No sugarcoating the false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I'm back! Yes, the internet over at my end has finally been fixed. I can't believe it. Seriously, right? My download speeds were like, fine, don't get me wrong. My upload speeds, though, was like less than a megabyte per second. It was literally going to be taking me hours to just upload one video. I was not happy with my internet provider, let's put it that way. But we finally got it fixed. I'm finally back online. How has your weekend been? I hope it's been great. For those that are watching on the replay, fast forward 5-10 minutes and I will have started the first topic for today's live stream, which is Meghan Markle's real reason for her New York City visit. Let's put it this way. She fooled, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, absolutely everyone, right? In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Or let's say she fooled the majority of people. And so, yeah, just to give you a little bit of an overview, if you just give me one moment. I can't believe I didn't set this up before my stream. It's as if I've never streamed before, guys. Never streamed before. All right, then, here we go. So, what's coming up for today's Daily Nerd Live for Sunday, the 13th of April, 2025? As I said, the first story that will be coming up very shortly is, yes, Meghan Markle's real reason for her New York City visit. She fooled absolutely everyone, or let's say the majority of people. Let's be fair there, I would say. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Then next up, oh my my goodness, a face-off indeed. Meghan Markle reportedly is demanding a face-off with a horrified King Charles over the threat that the royal family is finally going to remove her beloved Sussex title. What the deuce is going on? That'll be coming up in the second story for today's live stream. And then the third story for today's live stream is, yes, Prince Harry's brand new attack. He is claiming that the royal family removed his police protection to trap him. What the frick, all right? And so that'll be the third story for today's live stream. And then the bonus one, the bonus has a Megxy story, is all about Archie and Lilibet. And how do you guys get to unlock the bonus story, the fourth bonus story for Daily Nerd Live? Guys, we need 10 super chats within the next hour to be able to unlock the bonus Hazza and Megxy story. And again, this one for the fourth one is all about Archie and Lilibet. Hazza's not happy with Megxy. What the deuce is going on? If you want to unlock that fourth bonus Hazza and Megxy story, we need 10 super chats within the next hour. We're already off. My goodness, wow, on 4 super chats for today's live stream. And just to give you a little bit of an update on these super chat goals, so I'm continuing to actually speak to my YouTube rep at the moment. At this stage, super chat stickers do not count towards the super chat goal. Okay, so if you want to take part in the super chat goal, unfortunately, at this point, it needs to be you send a super chat with a message for me to read out. The super chat stickers at the moment are not counting towards the goal by YouTube, but I'm fighting to actually get that changed. So hopefully, fingers crossed in the future, super chat stickers will count towards the goal, but at the moment they do not. So please do bear that in mind. And so speaking of, my goodness, a lot of support's been coming my way even before the stream started. So first and foremost, so I can get my teeth back in, thanks to Aussie 2025 for gifting 1 leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say A up to our newest leader, courtesy of Aussie 2025. Thank you as well to Lynn Mitzi, the $5 sugar book, saying, I want to ruin a sugar's day by sending sugar book Stef's way. You've done exactly that, Lynn Mitzi. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to Lisa Boo for the $2 sugar book, saying much love to everyone and smash that like button. Please do. Even if you cannot, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter, send any sugar books, that's not a problem. Please make sure you at least like this stream and subscribe to join our Alter Nerd Tribe. It's completely free. And it helps the channel out so much. Aussie 2025, thank you so much for the $2.99 sugar book, saying, I loved your panda eating video. They are so good. Yes, I started with the Saturday vlogs yesterday. So if you missed this, then guys, get on it. Stef the Alter Nerd eats pandas. Want to know more? I released a video yesterday. I'd already uploaded it before Friday's internet snafu situation going on, thank goodness. So, yeah, every Saturday I aim to upload a video that, you know, goes beyond Hazza and Megxy, and you guys learn a little bit more about me and we have a little bit more fun. So yeah, there's another video that's set to be released next Saturday, so that's already on deck. You're gonna be learning a little bit more about my cycling and what I do away from the camera. So yeah, I'm having so much fun doing those videos at the moment, so please support the first one that was released yesterday. Mic drop Lisa, thank you so much for the £2 sugar book, saying let us eat cake. Handsome out to everyone. Ta-da. Aussie 2025, thank you so much for the $3.99 sugar bucks and my favourite, the doggy fine house moment. I love it, love it, love it. For those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. There are hearts coming from the doggy. when you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath the butthole? Therefore, this is a ginger doggy fighting arts moment. That's why it's my favourite super chat sticker ever, and you will never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You are very welcome. So thank you so much, AussieAnn 2025, for my favourite super chat sticker. Rothound, thank you so much for the $6.99 sugar bucks, saying, howdy, Steph. Here's some sugar bucks for the girl. Well, thank you so much, Rothound. I really appreciate it. And we've got Arth Throckmorton with the $1.99 sugar bucks, and again, my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Please, if you can, keep the support coming. Whether you can contribute to today's super chat goal to unlock the bonus Hazza and Megsy story, whether you send a super chat sticker, or if you can't do any of that, please, again, make sure you thumbs up this video and subscribe to this channel to help support the community and help it grow even more. With that being said, a couple of other things before we start the first topic for today's live stream. If you don't know already, the Altaverse is expanding, and I have a second channel. Yes, Political Nerds, because for those that don't know, I actually have a degree in international relations and security. So politics is my academic wheelhouse, for those that don't know. So if you want to experience any of my political rants, then please support me over on my second channel, Political Nerds. The link to that channel is in the description bar below. It's also pinned right at the top of the live chat. Thank you so much to all the Alta Nerds that have gone over there so far to support me on my second channel. I'm having so much fun at the moment. It is unreal being able to tap back into my academic days, really. It's pretty cool. Also, as well, finally, I know, I'm so sorry, Lucy. Life's just been a bit hectic, but finally I was able to go onto Lucy Spill's channel, and yeah, we definitely spilled the tea a little bit on Hazza and Megsy and had a wonderful conversation. So please support a fellow Alta nerd who's part of this community and head on over to her channel, Lucy Spills. And yeah, be a little bit of a fly on the wall as me and Lucy have a bit of a kiki regarding the gruesome twosome. And then finally, to support another fellow Alta nerd in the community, Head Mod. Are you listening, mate? For those that don't know, Project Metal Music, our head mod, actually has a YouTube channel of his own. So please make sure you go on over and support him by subscribing. But right at the end of this live, you will be redirected to his channel to this particular video that's going to premiere tomorrow, the Beamish Car Show, the Hyperfocus. I have no idea what it's on about, but it grabbed my attention because of the big red kind of old-fashioned truck. I'm thinking, oh, this looks fun. So yeah, guys, that's a little bit of, you know, bit of housekeeping for you guys to know. With that being said, guys, my goodness, we're already halfway to the super chat goal of getting 10 super chats within the next hour, so that you guys are able to then unlock the bonus Hazza and Megsy story for today. Again, it's all about the children. So if you want to know more about that, if you can contribute to today's super chat goal, then please do so. With that being said, anyone that sends any super chat stickers, member-only chats, becomes a member, or kicks off today's gifting wars, I will get to you guys as and when I can whilst I go through the first topic for today's live stream, which is Meghan Markle's real reason for her New York City visit. And guess what? As far as I'm concerned, she fooled, I'd say almost everyone. But yeah, just for hyperbole, she fooled everyone. Let's go for it. So this came out over the last couple of days. Sod's law, my internet was down at the time, but there you go. Megsy hiring over the top 4-car motorcade for a Broadway night out. Absolutely abnormal. So page 6 reports here, how many security vehicles does it take to escort one Duchess? Well, if you're Megsy, it's 4. So she visited Broadway to watch a show called Gypsy on Thursday night. 3 SUVs and an unmarked police car. She hired former Secret Service agents as part of a security detail. The unmarked vehicle belonged to the New York Police Department, had 2 intel detectives behind it. Inside of it, should I say? Behind it? What the frick? Anywho, a source, paparazzi source told Page 6, that her security measures were absolutely abnormal, totally over the top and excessive, explaining that Taylor Swift usually only has 2 cars, her car that she's in and a security car with her team. And if she's going somewhere, she has a separate car on site and a team are already there, but they don't travel together. The source also notes that Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, they all travel with 1 car. Unless we're with family, then they'll have 2, but no one gets police escorts. The source says that Meghan's out of control and over the top, explaining that it's ridiculous if the city is paying for this, and if NYPD was not on duty, then they shouldn't have been allowed to run the lights. Somebody's got to be paying for this. And so a second source tells Page 6 that just because most stars don't utilise the NYPD doesn't mean that they can't. Any celeb's head of security can ask for protection if necessary. And so this story focused on her absolutely ridiculous security, right? But it also focused on what she was wearing and where she was going, to the point where we had on Twitter reactions like this. This one from Link Lauren, why does Meghan Markle need a motorcade? Here, this one from Teray Bakahai, and if I've mispronounced your name, I really do apologise, saying the ridiculous fantasist Meghan Markle could easily ride around New York on the subway and nobody would recognise her. Yet here she is in a 4-vehicle convoy, 1 for her and 3 for Ego. Usual question, who's paying for this vulgar nonsense? And here we've got Meghan Markle parody at Queen of Memes 80 turning around and saying that Meghan Markle didn't need 4 security motorcades to protect her face. She needed them to protect her ego because the only real threat she's facing is reality. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair play. However, this is the thing. What's the running theme that you are seeing throughout this story and the majority of the reactions that I was seeing, right, on Twitter, on my phone? Well, it was, the security is freaking ridiculous. And, oh my goodness, look at what she's wearing and where she went. Now, were they things to focus on? Oh, yeah, totally. The thing is, though, that focus, right, to me, hid the real reason for why Megsy visited New York City in the first place. Like I said, I think she fooled everyone, or the majority of people, because where the majority of people were focusing on her ridiculous security, fair play, and a ridiculous outfit and where she went, guess what? You all missed, as far as I'm concerned, 3 dark NYC secrets. 3 real reasons why she visited NYC, where, as far as I'm concerned, she fooled everyone, right? So, firstly, let's go to TRG, the Royal Grift. Make sure you're following her on Twitter and also subscribing to her on YouTube, because her research and her reporting in the Archewell Foundation's links to US aid is absolutely unmatched and ridiculously impressive. So please head on over there to find out all the gossip on that. But here, TRG is saying, and I agree, I can't believe everyone is falling for this. Every single thing Harry and Meghan do is for optics. This was for the facade to influence Hazard's court case. I assure you, New York taxpayers did not pay for this private citizen's motorcade. It's all for PR. Let's go to the Prince at freedom_007__. Saying Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are trying to distract from the Centre Barley scandal and bullying. Let's then go to this one. Princess Carparkle are unremarkable. Saying Ms. Influencer wasted no time in posting links to last night's outfit that she wore to NYC for that whole Gypsy Broadway visit thing, right? A $1,400 Carolina Herrera skirt, and a $450 Veronica Beard shirt. And when you go onto Megsy's influencer website, yeah, she is using NYC to merch what she's wearing to try and get some coin out of it. And so here, as far as I'm concerned, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, you all missed the 3 real reasons for Meg's NYC visit. She's fooled everyone here. Firstly, she used the visit to influence Hazard's UK security case. As in, look at all the security we're getting in New York City. You should do the same, UK. Get bent. Secondly, her visit was utilised, as far as I'm concerned, to try and overload the news feeds and bury Hazard's Centre Barley scandal. Because at one point, the news feed was all about Meg's visit to NYC and the outrage that it caused in terms of her ridiculous security, what she was wearing and where she went. Thirdly, her third real reason for visiting NYC, well, as far as I'm concerned, she fooled everyone, not the majority of people. It was to promote herself as an Instagram influencer and sell what she was wearing to earn commission from it. Yet, the majority of comments and reactions on Twitter that I saw quite rightly zeroed in on her ridiculous security arrangements, but seemingly failed to comment on the manipulation that Megxie was perpetrating right in front of our eyes. So, the 3 real reasons for her visit to NYC, the 3 dark NYC secrets where she fooled absolutely everyone on the majority of people. Real reason number 1 for the NYC visit, to influence Hazard's security case. Real reason to visit NYC, number 2, to bury Hazard's Centre Barley scandal in the newsfeed. Real reason to visit NYC, number 3, to make money off what she was wearing during the visit. There you go. But the majority of comments and reactions on Twitter for Meg's NYC visit, again, quite rightly zeroed in on her ridiculous security arrangements, what she was wearing and where she was going, but missed the real reasons why she went to NYC in the first place. The manipulation by Megxie for this NYC visit is completely off the charts. Think about the timing of it all. She goes to NYC at the same week, right, that Hazard has his security appeal hearing in the UK. At the same time that the Centre Barley scandal is blowing up. At the same time that when Hazard goes to freaking Ukraine into a literal war zone, right? After arguing that it's too dangerous to be in the UK without, the security right, but he'll go to Ukraine, whatever. The same time, as it goes to Ukraine, where he's called out on the hypocrisy of it all, she goes to NYC. The timing of her NYC visit, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is pure manipulation, guys. Told everyone. And she wanted it this way as far as I'm concerned. She wanted it to be, look at people being completely outraged at the security. She wanted that. I assure you, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she wanted that. She wanted all those security cars. She really wanted to overplay it so that people would hate on her for her ridiculous security, right? Would comment on what she's wearing and where she's going. So she's like, look over here. Look at the ridiculous security arrangements and what I'm wearing and where I'm going, blah, blah, blah. But don't look over here, which is where I'm really manipulating you guys. The real reasons why I'm visiting NYC. Don't look over here, but look over here. Look at all the ridiculous security arrangements. Hate on me for that. But don't look over here for the real reasons why I'm visiting NYC. To influence Hazard's security case, to bury Hazard's Centre Barley scandal in the newsfeed, and to make money off of what she was wearing during the freaking visit in the first place. So, guys, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that is Meghan Markle's real reasons for the NYC visit. And why, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, and how, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she fooled everyone with that visit. Because the majority of you were focusing on the ridiculous security arrangements, quite rightly so, and what she was wearing and where she was going. But there wasn't that much chatter in the real reasons why she went. The 3 real reasons, as far as I'm concerned, why she went. It is absolutely freaking insane. What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are because next up, the next story is Meghan Markle demands a face-off with horrified King Charles, demanding that he will not take away her title. What the frick is going on? Those watching live, stay exactly where you are because we're going to start the second story in a moment. I just want to say a couple of thank yous. My goodness. Firstly, Flapper27. Wow. Thank you so much for the $50 sugar bucks, ruining a shiz ton of Sugar's days by sending a shiz ton of sugar bucks my ways. My goodness, Flapper27. Thank you so much. I see right below that super chat a lot of hearts for Flapper27 and a lot of thank yous for Flapper27. Our community is so kind and so gracious. I'm very, very lucky to be a part of it. Thank you, guys. But Flapper27, thank you so much for that amazing, very, very generous sugar book, saying it was said that Netflix sent Prince Harry to Ukraine to visit the veterans there, or was this a way to divert attention from the Santa Barley situation? It was all to divert attention away from the Santa Barley situation. All to do with that. But what he didn't bank on was, because he's so blinded and he's so freaking egotistical and narcissistic, that he didn't bank on the notion that people were going to call him out for the hypocrisy of it all. He says the UK is too dangerous, but it's all right to go to freaking Ukraine, which is a freaking, war zone at the moment. Doesn't really help his case that much at all. It really, really doesn't. Also, as well, thank you so much to AussieAnn2025 for the $2.99 sugar bucks and just saying just cause. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. My goodness, we're already on 7 out of 10. For today's super chat goal. Once we get to 10 super chats, you guys will unlock the 4th and bonus Megxie and has a story, and it's all about the children. So if you want to find out a little bit more about that in today's live stream, we just need 3 more super chats so that you guys unlock the bonus Hazza and Megxie story. Thank you so much to everyone that's been able to contribute to today's super chat goal. I really appreciate your faces. If you can't contribute to the super chat goal, not a problem. Please make sure you thumbs up this stream, and you also subscribe to join our alternate tribe for more misadventures of Hazza and Megxie. Please bear in mind, I am working on this to see if YouTube will change it, but super chat stickers at the moment do not count towards the super chat goal. I don't know why, really. I think that's insane. But I'm working on it with my YouTube rep, so please stay tuned on that. In the meantime, guys, yeah, let's crack on with the second story for today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that's sticking on this live stream to go through all the stories. Let's do it. So the second one, let's get into it. Meghan Markle allegedly is demanding a face-off with a horrified King Charles, and she's saying one thing: you will not take away my title. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this, shall we? Because Meghan Markle reportedly is demanding a face-off with a horrified King Charles, as she's turning around and she's saying, you ain't taking my title. What the deuce is going on? Well, it's following on, as far as I'm concerned, from 2 stories that I've done on this channel. The first one is, Megxie essentially set to lose her title over monetizing it for her online shop. The second story is what I did live a couple of weeks ago now, if I remember rightly, where essentially Radar Online reported that Prince William is planning to remove Hazza and Megxie's Sussex titles once he ascends to the throne. I really, really hope he does that. And so where are we at this point in the saga of won't they take Meg's title away? Oh, it looks like they will. Because reportedly, Megxie is now demanding a showdown, a face-off with King Charles, as she's determined to keep her titles once Prince William ascends to the throne. And so here, Radar Online is reporting that Meghan Markle is demanding a summit meeting with cancer-stricken King Charles after learning of a palace coup, a palace plan to strip her and Hazard of their royal titles. And so, as I mentioned and as I reported the last couple of weeks, Prince William allegedly is planning to remove their titles once he becomes king. And now, learning of this, Megxie is demanding a showdown, a face-off with King Charles to receive promises and assurances that their titles will not be removed even once he passes away. A source told Radar Online, quote, that Prince William is fuming that the royal family is being tarnished from the fallout of bullying allegations levelled at Harry after he stepped down from centre Barley. Courtier telling Radar Online, quote, Harry and Meghan are increasingly anxious about their waning influence in America. And news that Prince William is insisting they be stripped of their royal titles has plunged them into a state of panic. Their titles represent their last vestige of support in the US, and losing them would be nothing short of disastrous. Meghan needs that royal cachet to sell her as ever products. The courtier then continues, for Harry, such a loss would be devastating. And for Meghan, it would mean more humiliation, plus damage to her brand and money-making potential. The mounting pressure is weighing heavily on her, causing her immense distress. She wants to meet with the king and get some assurances from him that she and Harry will be able to keep their titles after he dies. Now, but before I give you my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, because I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant here. Wendy Marino, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership over the last 21 months. That's insanely generous of you to be a leader for that long. Saying love to you, Stef, mods and chat. Oh, love to you too, Wendy Marino. Thank you so much. So I'm also hearing that there's issues with the sound, that it's going in and out. I don't know what's going on. OBS is saying that everything is fine. There's no dropped frames. My Rodecaster Pro seems to be okay. So Lisa Boo is saying that the sound is fine on her end. It could just be a YouTube situation at the moment, to be fair. If you come back out of the live stream and come back in, hopefully that will amend the sound issues for you guys. If not, I'll look into it afterwards, but at the moment, everything seems fine. Okay, so let's get into my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever on this. Because if this is true, this has knocked me off. Why? Because it's been radio silence, right? From Megxie to the royal family, yeah? She don't want anything to do with them. She's not contacted them. She's done absolutely nothing. She's done nothing, right, to try and implement some kind of visitation between the royal family and the children at the very least. However, when there's a potential legitimate, all right, story that all of a sudden, right, she's going to lose her title, and it's going to happen once Prince William ascends to the throne. Oh, that's when she wants to know the royal family at that point. That's when she wants to contact them. Before I get into it any further, Wendy Marino, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks and the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Inish Vinesh, apologies if I've mispronounced your name. I probably have butchered it. Thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Really appreciate it. And Peyton Sassafras, thank you very much for your very generous $10 sugar bucks. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you do, Peyton, for your support. I appreciate it. And you're very much appreciated as well, mate. With that being said, okay, she doesn't want to contact the royal family, right? When it comes to, you know, sorting out visitation for the children, at the very least for Archie and Lilibet. Yet, when there's a story, a potential legitimate story, that Prince William, once he gets king, will remove their titles. Oh, then she wants to know. Then she wants to contact the royal family. Then she wants to have a meeting with King Charles to get assurances that even when he passes away, her title's safe. He can't do no such thing. King Charles can't do that. It's insane for Megxie allegedly to even think that he could do that, right? Once King Charles has passed away, Prince William ascends to the throne. Then he's the monarch. Then he's head of the firm. It's his rules. If a King William turns round and says, Hazza, Megxie, your title's gone, that's it. There's nothing Megxie and Hazza can do. Not even Megxie demanding a showdown with King Charles to demand that even when he passes away, her title's safe. He can't give that assurance. Because once King Charles has sadly passed away, that's it. That's it. King Charles doesn't have any influence or control at that point. Because then it's not King Charles that's on the throne, it's King William. And if King William decides that he wants to remove that title from Hazza and Megxie, then that's going to happen, whether Megxie likes it or not. But ultimately, I absolutely detest this notion of Megxie that she thinks, allegedly, that she can demand a showdown from King Charles after all this time of radio silence from Montecito Royale. And it's not to be like, do you know what? Let's improve relations. Let's sort it out, right? Let's bury the hatchet as much as we can. Let's sort out visitation for Archie and Lilibet with the family, you know, so they're not missing out. Let's do that. No. It's Megxie freaking demanding, allegedly, a showdown, a meeting with King Charles because her title's at threat. Her precious title is at threat. You know, the title that she got from the royal family where she initially, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, turned around and was like, oh, the evil, oh, the racist. Sorry, no, unconsciously biased. And this is a major criticism that's followed Megxie and Hazza for all these years that you guys should be very familiar with right now. If they think that the royal family's evil or nasty or not good, this, that and the other, right? To the point where Hazza earlier on this week in the appeal said that the royals removed the police protection to trap him. And we're going to get into the next story. So those watching live, stay exactly where you are for that. That'll be coming up next. But if you've got the likes of Prince Hazza turning around and saying, the royals are that evil, that they removed our protection to try and trap us. Well, if you think the royals are that evil, then why rely on anything royal in the first place? You'd wash their hands, drop the title, and then move on. And do you know how I know that? Because I've done that myself. Now, I don't say this enough, but I'm open about it, really, at the end of the day. The last name that I've got was not the last name that I was born with. I changed my last name by deed poll. Yeah, I did. To my mum's maiden name. Now, that's a big move for an Italian to do. All right? Just culturally. Italians out there, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about, all right? But I know, right, what it's like to be, unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, part of a family, right, that's evil. But I don't want to have anything to do with in any way, freaking shape or form. To the point where I have cut them out of my life, right? I have completely and utterly and totally cut them out of my life and dropped their last name and taken up my mum's maiden name. Legally. I don't just talk the talk, I freaking walk the walk. I know what it's like to unfortunately be born into half of a family that's freaking evil and nasty. I changed my last name. I dropped my birth last name and changed it to my mum's maiden name. And so, yeah, I have the experience, the knowledge, and the right to turn round a Megxit and Hazza and say, do you know what? The royal family are that evil, yeah? To the point where Hazza's turning round this week and saying the royals tried to trap them by removing the police protection. Well, if they're that evil, do exactly what I did. Yeah, completely disown them, as it seems like they have done, but also disown the name. Disown all the royal trappings that you get by being associated with them, which includes your title. Drop it. But no, they won't. They won't. Now, before we go any further, Chris Mills, thank you so much for the £10 sugar bucks, saying your chocolate panda section will be legendary. Thank you very much. Upstream World, thank you so much for the $1.49 sugar bucks. And he's like, nope. I know, right? Hopefully, like, yeah, King Charles can turn around and be like, piss off, you cowbag. I am not meeting with you in any way, shape or form. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are, because we're going to get on to the third story in a moment, which is, as I just mentioned in this one, Prince Harry in his shock new attack against the royals, accusing them of removing police protection to trap him. Why? They can get rid of the ginger whinger. Why would they want to trap him in the first place? But yeah, that's apparently what he is alleging this week. So we're going to get onto that in a moment. But for those watching on the replay and live, if you haven't done so already and you want more stories of the gruesome twosome, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share. Comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think King Charles should agree to a meeting with Megxit? I don't. But what do you guys think? For those watching the replay, let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet. For those watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Okay, and that was the second story for today's live stream. We're going to get onto the third one in a moment, but big major thanks to Chris Mills for that $10 sugar bucks, because that took us to the 10th super chat in the hour. So you guys have unlocked the bonus Hazza and Megxit story. So you're going to get 4 stories in today's live stream instead of the 3. The third one is all about Lilibet and Archie and Hazza and Megxit's disagreement over them. What the deuce is going on? Well, stay tuned for the 4th story that will be coming up shortly. In the meantime, I've been monitoring the live chat in terms of the sound situation that's been an issue for a couple of you guys. And you have all mentioned that by coming out of the live stream and coming back in, that's actually worked for you. So brilliant. Yeah, here we go. JL, I was looking for one of your comments. Hi, Stef. Love your channel. You speak for everyone apart from the Sussex squad. I'm glad. Which is about 100 people with 100 accounts each. Pretty much. Hi, everyone. My sound is fine. I joined late, so maybe refresh the page. Yeah, a lot of you guys have refreshed the page, and it's working for you. So if you are experiencing any sound issues, again, just refresh the page, refresh the live stream, and it should work for you, because any sound issues that you're getting at the moment, that's on YouTube, not on me. Again, whilst I'm doing these live streams, I'm doing a zillion and one things all at the same time. I'm looking at your comments. I'm looking at this screen right here in front of me in terms of all the stories that I'm going through with you guys. I'm also looking at the technical aspects, which includes my sound. And yeah, I'm not seeing, again, any sound issues or anything dropping, as in the frames. I'm looking at, you know, the Rodecaster Pro as well, so the hardware to this thing. And so, yeah, it is a YouTube issue, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Please refresh the live stream if you're having any sound issues at all, because yeah, it's not on me. Sorry about that. My goodness, King Bob, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks. Ruining Sugar's Day. I said some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, the Gin Doggy Finance moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Also as well, the Sarge is in the chat. Hey up, Sarge, how's it going? With the $2 sugar bucks. And again, the Gin Doggy Finance moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. And then we've got the Big SM. Thank you so much for the £5 sugar bucks. Saying Meghan's new investment, MIDI Health Inc. Advice for ladies of a certain age with both online and phone helplines. Cost equals $250 per phone call. Do you know what? I know. The news broke on Friday about this thing, and I filmed a video for it. That's when I found out that my internet provider were being absolute divs, because that was the video that alerted me to the notion that, yeah, my upload speeds were less than 1 megabyte per second, and it was going to take hours for that video to be uploaded. So I actually did do a video on it. Do you guys still want me to release it? It seems a little bit old news now, but let me know in the live chat if you guys still want me to release that video, maybe for tomorrow. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. But yeah, with that being said, let's crack on with the third story for today's live stream. Anyone that continues to send any super chat stickers, becomes a leader, jumps into the leader wars, or does a leader only chat, I will get to you as and when I can, whilst I'm going through the third topic for today's live stream, which is, yes, Prince Harry's shock new attack against the royals, accusing them of removing police protection to trap him. Why would they still want a ginger whinger in their midst? What an ego he has, right, guys? Let's get into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Prince Harry's on the attack yet again against the royals, and his new one, he's saying allegedly the royals removed his police protection to trap him. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want a ginger whinger in my family. Do you? You even want a ginger traitor in your family? I know I don't. So why would the royals even want to keep him in the first place after everything that he did? What the frick? But yeah, here's the article from The Sun saying Harry claims axing police protection was a plot to force him and Megxy back to the UK, moaning that my worst fears have been confirmed. This allegedly was mentioned during the secret part of the appeal earlier on this week, when part of the appeal was done essentially behind closed doors, because, and I'm not mad at this, you know, at that point they were discussing information that, you know, was also apparently about the security arrangements of the rest of the royal family. So I'm not mad that part of the appeal was behind closed doors. I totally get that, right? But Harry, as we know, is attempting to get the UK security back by suing the Home Office, but has told the Daily Telegraph that the decision to withdraw his security after Megxit was, quote, difficult to swallow, saying that the decision was a scheme to try and force him and Megxit back into the royal family. He turns around and he says, quote, people would be shocked by what's being held back, adding that, quote, his worst fears have been confirmed by the whole legal disclosure in this case, and that's really sad. And discussing the security battle, he says that he's exhausted and overwhelmed. Well, maybe he's exhausted and overwhelmed because he's got many legal battles. Like he's suing all the newspapers left, right and centre. He's suing the freaking government as well. Of course he's freaking exhausted. How about this? You know what, mate? You could stop being exhausted so much by, you know, not being so happy to basically give your lawyers millions of dollars to fight pointless court cases. What the frick? He's not going to get the UK protection that he wants. The appeal, I'm telling you right now, I will be severely shocked if Hazza wins this appeal. I really, really will. Because ultimately this week, from everything that I watched and I read, Hazza was just arguing, as far as I'm concerned, why he deserves the level of UK security he feels he's entitled to. What I didn't see him successfully argue is as to why the other courts were wrong in their rulings. Judicially. Why the courts didn't follow the correct process, blah, 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 to come to the correct ruling. That's the bit that he didn't argue, as far as I'm concerned. And because he didn't argue that, that's why I'm thinking the appeal court's going to turn around and tell him to bog off. He ain't getting it. Jog on. I know, I don't want any of my taxpayer money going towards that ginger whinger. My UK alter nerds, do you? What the frick, right? But, you know, as ever, he's banging that drum saying, you know, this fight is bigger than him, driven by exposing injustice, and he's determined to get under the bonnet and fix it. He ain't fixing anything. He's just making it worse for himself. Because do you know what? In an alternate reality where somehow, miraculously, he wins this appeal, it's not fixing anything. It's actually going to make it worse for him. He's going to get hated more. Because I detest even the notion of any of my taxpayer money going towards Hazza, Megxy, and their freaking security when they're here. What do you think I'm going to be like if it comes to fruition that his appeal is successful and he gets what he wants? Seriously, he just can't think straight. He can't see the bigger picture. Drop it. Because even if he wins, he doesn't really in the end. He also hinted he'd never be able to forgive what he viewed as a deliberate move to scrap his security. And so we know now that the appeal decision will come after Easter. So make sure you guys, you are subscribed here to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I've been following this pretty much since the beginning. As soon as there is a decision, you know I'm going to be coming onto this channel and give you the breaking news. As I did earlier on this week, my goodness, there was a lot of breaking news that was coming out of that appeal. And I'd like to say I was on it like a car bonnet. There you go. But when Ravik's original decision was shared that Met Police protection would be scrapped, Hazza said that it imposed upon him as some form of punishment for protecting my family and putting them first. Like, how could he spin it to that? No, they removed the protection because he wasn't going to be in the country anymore. And even then, they didn't remove the protection. He's lying as far as I'm concerned. The protection hasn't been removed. What's happened is, instead of automatically always getting protection whenever he comes to the UK, whenever and for whatever reason, this, that and the other, instead he still gets the protection. He just needs to go to Ravik 28 days before he comes to UK, let him know when he's visiting, why he's visiting, where he's going, this, that and the other, so Ravik can build up a security plan for when he comes here. So for him to even come round and say that they've removed the security actually is disingenuous, and as far as I'm concerned, is lying. The security is still there. He just don't like the process of it as far as I'm concerned. He just doesn't. Not that the security's not being removed. And whenever he's come to the UK since Megxit, to our knowledge publicly, has anything happened to him and Megxit and the children? No. So for him to turn around and say the UK is too dangerous, well, literally the day after the frickin' appeal, flies to Ukraine, a war country, a war zone, and be like he's safer there? What the frick? Hazza is just playing this all wrong. And as Ingrid Stewart actually told The Sun, yeah, he's playing it all wrong. because his bridges, quote, are now well and truly burnt. To attack his father like this is completely unnecessary, and he obviously feels very vengeful against all the other members of his family. The idea that they took away his protection so that he would have to stay in the country, he's delusional, isn't he? He's totally delusional because, as I just mentioned, he's being disingenuous and, as far as I'm concerned, lying when he's saying the security's been taken away, because it hasn't. He still gets security when he comes to UK. There's just a process he has to follow. But he's hyperventilating at this point. He's over-exaggerating, saying his life is at stake. His life ain't at stake. Again, whenever he's come to UK since Megxit. Publicly, do we know of anything that's happened to Hazza and Megxit? Or anything close to happening to Hazza and Megxit? No! No! But he's just over-exaggerating. It's insane. Jeffrey Crownwell, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Ruining the sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Really appreciate your face. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Also as well, Stephen Magnus, thank you so much for the £2 sugar bucks, saying Harry gets IPP. The US is obliged to protect him. And this is what I was going to get onto next, so thank you so much, Big SM, for that. He's over-exaggerating it. Because, as far as I'm concerned, the main aim for this is if he is successful in getting the level of UK security that he feels is appropriate, yeah, he's a hop, skip and jumping away from getting IPP status back. Which then means all you American alter nerds, yeah, your taxpayer money, some of it's going to go towards Hazza and Megxit and their security. Yeah. You guys pissed off yet? Because I know I am. What the frick? What the frick? And he turns around and he's like, oh, it's all this big, massive conspiracy that the royal family removed police protection to trap him. They didn't remove anything. The royal family actually don't have a say in police protection. Who does? Ravik, the government. So for him to turn around and be like, it's this whole conspiracy. The royal family went against me and removed police protection. They didn't remove anything. It was Ravik that removed it. If it was the royal family that removed police protection, then why isn't he suing the royal family? Why is he suing the Home Office? The royal family removed his police protection. Then by that very accusation, he is insinuating that ultimately the royals have the power as to who gets police protection and who gets it removed. And so, with that conclusion, if he's accusing the royals of removing police protection, then why isn't he suing the royal family? Why is he going for the Home Office for Ravik? Think about it, guys. The royals have nothing to do with it. It's all Ravik. Ravik decides who gets police protection, what level, the plan, the whole lot. Not the royal family. But he's trying, again, manipulate the news as far as I'm concerned. And bring back the boogeyman of, oh, the royals are evil. Look what they're doing to me. They're not doing shiz. They're living their best lives. They did remove police protection, then he would be suing the royal family. Not Ravik, not the Home Office. So, yeah, guys, stay tuned till after Easter because, yeah, we're then on Prince Harry UK Security Appeal Decision Watch. I know, really catchy, right? But, yeah, after Easter is when we find out whether Hazza's appeal has been successful or not. I suspect it won't be successful, but fingers crossed it won't be, guys, because I don't want any of my taxpayer money going towards that ginger whinger. I know a lot of my American alter nerds will not want their taxpayers going towards that ginger whinger, because if he wins this UK appeal, then, as Big SM mentioned, he's a hop, skip and jump away from getting back his IPP status. No one wants that. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are because we're going to get on to the fourth and bonus Megxit and Hazza story. Yes, Meghan Markle's fake kid scandal ignites war with Hazza. What the frick is going on? Guys, we're going to get into that in a moment. But for those watching live and on the replay, if you haven't done so already, for more stories on the misadventures of the gruesome twosome, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Do you think Hazard should be successful in his appeal and get that UK security back to the level that he thinks is appropriate? Do you think you should get it or not? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're watching live, let me know in the live chat what you guys think to the story. With that being said, again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the third story for today's live stream. We're going to get on to the fourth story in a moment. Shaz, though, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the last 25 months, saying Harry can't afford his security, so now wants IPP, so everyone has to pay for his outlandish wife's wishes. Oh, yeah. I mean, money's running out. They're spending more than what they're getting in. That's what a lot of people are reporting on right now. It's not looking good for the gruesome twosome, I'm telling you. Megsy, it looks like, needs to rein in on the spending a little bit because she's spending like she's a billionaire rather than that she's a millionaire. That's kind of what I've got in my head. I mean, what do you guys think? With that being said, let's kick in with the bonus Hazard and Megsy story that you guys have unlocked. Thank you so much to everyone that was able to contribute to today's super chat goal. I appreciate all your faces. Let's get into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Because Meghan Markle's dark secret has been exposed. Her fake kids scandal is igniting a war with Prince Hazard. Now, why am I saying that? Bear with me with this story because I'm going to be explaining it all. Here we go. So, first and foremost, this is being reported by Radar Online. The tragic reason Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are at war over her flaunting their kids online for cash. Now, this is the problem, right? Is she really actually showing her children online for cash? Because the children that we are seeing on Instagram, right, are they actually Archie and Lilibet or not? Now, I've made a lot of comments on this. We don't see their faces, first and foremost, right? Lilibet's hair, for example, right, that we see, has said publicly, right, that Lilibet got the same hair as Megsy when Megsy was younger. Well, when Megsy was younger, she had that, very beautiful, yeah, black American afro. We see pictures of reportedly Lilibet. There's none of that beautiful black American afro. There isn't. What the deuce? So there's questions like that. Well, hang on a minute. This Lilibet doesn't seem to have Megsy's hair when she was younger. So is this really Lilibet or not? We look at pictures of what's reportedly Archie. And again, we see things and we're like, is this really Archie or not? Doesn't make any sense. And so when Radar Online is reporting that Megsy and Haz are at war over her flaunting their kids online for cash, to me it's like, well, hang on a minute. Could it be that Hazard is at war with Megsy over her using fake children, fake Archie and Lilibet for cash? Do you see where I'm coming from there? Now, going into this story a little bit more, Radar Online is saying that, this could actually be the last straw for their marriage. Megxie is trying to get all the attention she can get, trying to save her as ever brand, posting photos of what allegedly, is Archie and Lilibet to her Instagram. Harry is yet to publicly weigh in on all of this, but royal expert Robert Jobson has said that, given Hazard's past, feeling that he was forced to live in front of the camera, he's certain that Hazard's just not happy about this in the first place, telling The Sun, quote, "No one knows better than he the cost of visibility. His mother was the most photographed woman on earth, pursued to the bitter end. For Harry, the camera is not an opportunity, but a threat." And Jobson's turning around and saying that Hazard doesn't want the same fate to actually happen to Archie and Lilibet, saying, quote, "Having grown up in the spotlight, it's clear Harry detests the idea of his own children being under public scrutiny as he was. However, Megxie is more than willing to tease her children for the attention, or tease the existence of Archie and Lilibet for attention. Because, again, you look at what she is putting on her Instagram of allegedly Archie and Lilibet, and we look at these pictures and we think, well, hang on a minute. Are they really Archie and Lilibet? Really? We don't see their faces. We don't see any identifying features that this could be Archie and Lilibet because we're just seeing the back of them. And when there's all these inconsistencies with these children, a lot of us are thinking the same thing. Is she using fake children? Is she using fake Archie and Lilibet? Is she using child actors to pose as Archie and Lilibet? And could this be the war between Hazard and Megxie? That Hazard doesn't even like Megxie to use, allegedly, fake kids, fake Archie and Lilibet to try and make money. Could he be afraid that their dark secret could be exposed, which is why he doesn't like this in the first place? And so, rumours that the marriage is just not there, it's just not right, it's not perfect, it's not all sunshine and rainbows and butterflies and unicorns, right? They've been going on now for years. They've ramped up over the last 6-8 months due to their, quote, professional separation. And that Vanity Fair article really was a nuclear bomb for them, especially the allegation that Megxie was shopping around publishers for a post-divorce book. I really do believe that. Why? Because it's too insane to make up. It really is. Where did Vanity Fair get that from? Do you know what I mean? And so speculation is rife as well that Netflix is going to drop the gruesome twosome towards the end of this year. A source telling Radar Online, quote, "Those in the know say that many studios and networks are lingering around Harry and Meghan, waiting for a potential divorce to unfold. The chatter is palpable, with whispers echoing that the likes of Netflix might be biding their time, hoping to capitalise on the couple's potential split." And so apparently the speculation around their marriage is leaving Hazard and Megxie in disbelief. An insider saying, quote, "The notion that relationships are being forged solely to get a front row seat to their downfall is absolutely repugnant to them. But there are cracks in the relationship. Meghan is going full steam ahead into her career as a brand guru, whereas Harry just hates the limelight. She's even been parading their kids on social media to drive traffic to her brand, and that leaves some very big questions about what she wants from life. It's a precarious existence where the threat of a breakup has become a chilling spectre, and they're no doubt aware that some are eagerly awaiting just that." The thing is, though, they're doing no favours whatsoever to actually squash those rumours. They're continuing with their professional separation. They're being apart for long periods of time. When they go on holiday, it's not with the children, so they're not really showing themselves publicly as a close public family unit. Not like, let's say, I don't know, Prince William and Princess Catherine with the Wales kids. They're not doing any favours themselves. They're also not doing any favours when rumours come out that Hazard can't stand this, that and the other, that he allegedly has a permanent hotel room at the San Vicente bungalows to get away from Megxie and kids whenever Hazza wants, right? And then, and I'm looking into it, guys, more recent rumour that Hazza's actually cheated on Megxie. Seriously, stay tuned for a Daily Nerd video tomorrow. I'm looking into that story at the moment. Oh, if that's true, we might be getting a divorce sooner than we think. Let's put it that way. But going back to the topic for this particular segment, for this particular video, as far as I'm concerned, right, Meghan Markle's fake kid scandal is igniting a war with Prince Hazza. Now, Radar Online is reporting that Megxie and Hazza are at war over her flaunting their kids online for cash. But for me, that headline should be changed, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, to the tragic reason Megxie and Hazza are at war over her flaunting fake kids, Archie and Lilibet child actors online for cash. Why? Because again, when you look at her Instagram, and you look at all the instances where she is allegedly, being taken pictures with Archie and Lilibet, or, the videos of Archie and Lilibet, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. A lot of us are turning around and saying, is that really Archie and Lilibet? Or are they Archie and Lilibet actors? Fake Archie and Lilibets? Because the Archie and Lilibet that Megxie is showing on her Instagram, again, isn't jiving with what they've said about Archie and Lilibet. Again, Lilibet's hair, Hazza said, Lilibet's got the same hair as Megxie when she was younger. Well, when Megxie was younger, she had that Black American afro. This Lilibet that's being pictured here, I don't see that beautiful afro on her. So what the deuce is really going on? You look at the heights of the children, everything, and you think, hang on a minute, it doesn't make any sense. Are these really Archie and Lilibet or not? Which is why, again, going around full circle, even though the headline here from Radar Online is the tragic reason Megxie and Hazza are at war over her flaunting their kids online for cash, I ask a question. Should that headline be changed to the tragic reason Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are at war over her flaunting fake Archie and Lilibet online for cash? What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, I'm not done with you guys yet. But for those watching on the replay or live, if you haven't done so already and you want more stories of the misadventures of the gruesome twosome, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever. Do you believe that Megxie uses fake Archie and Lilibet child actors for her Instagram and her videos? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you yet. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the bonus Megxie and Hazza story for today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that was able to contribute to today's super chat goal. I really appreciate your faces. The big SM is in the chat. Thank you so much for gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of the big SM himself, Stephen Magnus. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Also as well, DA, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. And again, my favourite, The doggy fighting hearts moment. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Couple of things before we go. First and foremost, oh my goodness, we achieved a double monkey for today's live stream. Over 1,000 of you have hit that like button. So guys, get your dancing monkey shoes on, cause it's monkey time. So thank you so much for everyone hitting that like button so we could achieve a double monkey. I really appreciate your faces. Thank you so much. Also as well, Mic Drop Lisa, yes, I've just checked your DM and thank you so much for reminding me because my brain is like a sieve. Mic Drop Lisa's birthday! Woo! So, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mic Drop Lisa. Happy birthday to you. May there be more. Oh my goodness, Mic Drop Lisa, thank you so much for reminding me in the Twitter DMs. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. My brain is like a sieve sometimes and I can forget a lot of things. Plus, as well, my head's under a lot of stress at the moment. I'm having to go to Italy next week because of my family situation. So, yeah, a little bit of housekeeping essentially before we go. First and foremost, next week, Friday and Sunday, there will be no Daily Nerd live streams at all. I'm in Italy and I'm having to deal with some family stuff, basically. So, unfortunately, there will be no Daily Nerd Lives next week on Friday and Sunday, but I do have some pre-recorded videos for you guys, so please support them instead. Saturday next week, there will be another Stef the Alter Nerd little mini vlog situation going on, so please support that as well. Thank you so much to absolutely everyone that's tuned into today's live stream. Thank you so much to everyone that's liked this live stream, that's commented in the live chat, that's kept me company to the end of this live stream. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much to everyone that's been able to send sugar bucks my way, to gift leaderships out. I appreciate your generosity and your kindness. Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everyone that's subscribed, not only to this channel, but also to my second channel, Political Nerds. Yes, the Alterverse is expanding, and for those that don't know, I do have a degree in international relations and security studies, so politics is actually my academic wheelhouse, and it's really cool to be able to tap back into that. So do not miss out and subscribe to my second channel today. The link is in the description bar below, and if you're watching live, it's pinned right at the top of the live chat. Thank you so much to everyone that's subscribed to my second channel so far. I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much to everyone as well that subscribed to this channel, to Stef the Alter Nerd. My goodness, we've just gone past 129,500 alter nerds in the community. That's absolutely insane. We're less than 500 away from a major milestone. 130,000 alter nerds in the community. And I'm thinking of doing something special for that milestone. I really am. So yeah, guys, make sure your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog, your cat, your elephant, your alpaca, the whole freaking zoo, make sure they are subscribed to this channel because I'm planning on something special once we hit 130k. So yeah, if we get there sooner, can celebrate sooner. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support and your kindness. And please bear with me next week. I'll be out of the country in Italy on the 16th of April, and I will be back the following week on Wednesday, the 23rd of April. So during those 7 days, please do, if you can, support the channel whilst I'm away. support all the videos I've pre-recorded for you guys. Watch them twice, 3 times over. Why not, right? Go nuts. Go nuts. But yeah, fingers crossed the trip goes as well as it can, given the circumstances. But yeah, let's leave it on a high, guys. My goodness, thank you again so much for all your support. Thank you so much for your compassion and your kindness and your forbearance. And yeah, I'm lucky to be able to do this. And it's all thanks to you guys and your support. And so thank you. Thank you so much. A lot more things are coming your way. I am planning on some really cool series for this channel. Really am. And I'm really looking forward to be able to plan it further and release it. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun yet to come on this channel. Let's leave with this. Toshia Poundstone. Blah, blah. I ain't get my teeth back in. The Toshia Poundstone Show. Hey up, honey, one of the OGs. Thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. Saying my pod is better than Meg's. Course it is, love. Of course it is. Won't expect anything less. With that being said, on that bombshell, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend wherever you are in the world. I hope next week is absolutely amazing for you guys. Melinda Sun, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks, saying thank you for your donation. No, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. But yeah, with that being said, enjoy next week, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.